What's up, guys? Welcome back to Steven's from Irish Rugby, where we talk all things Irish Rugby related. As Ireland have beaten the All Blacks by 23 points to 12 in Dunedin for the very first time ever in their history. Very rare that teams go down there to beat them, and I must say I'm very proud to be an Irishman this morning. Still hard to process this. You waking up at 7:30 for these sort of things, and do they come to anything? You just saw today. It's well worth getting up for. I definitely have to say it's definitely worth getting up for. And we've beaten them. We've beaten them now. We've beaten them in Chicago. We've beaten them in Dublin, 2018. We beat them in Dublin in 2021, and now we've beaten them in New Zealand in 2022. 4 times, guys. 4 times. We can't got their number now. Anytime we go down to face the All Blacks, you could say it's an even game, and it's just amazing how you could say we could even think about Aaron talking about this morning after what happened last week, where it was just a not a good performance. I think when Sexton went off, it definitely put their hopes down in terms of the capacity, and Joey Carby coming on. It just we didn't have there wasn't that much communication going on last week, which made us lose the first test kind of heavily. But this morning, Sexton was able to stay on the pitch for as long as he did until about the 78th minute. I hope the injury he got isn't too serious. But at the same time, all I'm focusing on this morning is just the win we got on Dundee this morning, and I thought from start to finish, and I thought the first half we got off to the best starts that you think of, but my worry was can we back it up with not letting them get a score back, and to be fair, we kind of kept it, we kind of played well. We actually were the better team, to be fair, the whole game. And in those first half, there were moments in those first half where I think Sexton should have got the points over. Until you think about it, if we got more points over, it could have been 16 or 19 at half time. So we could have more points in the first half than what we did, but that was really frustrating to see at the time, and I thought that was not gonna cost us. But luckily for the boys in green, we got New Zealand got a try back just before half time to make it 10-7, and you think, oh my goodness, so I hope this doesn't come back to bite us. But in the second half, Ireland were able to capitalise, and Sexton drove us to, and Sexton and Alexa O'Mahony were true leaders out there today. For me, Pierre Mahoney is still not finished at the top level. He's still a high player, and for me, having Jack Conan come on for him is much better in my opinion. Even though Jack Conan's a great player, I think Pierre Mahoney, what he asks this team is something different. It has more leadership than what to some players what it has to be, and and you need that in the squad right now with the likes of France and South Africa and New Zealand, at the top level with Ireland. Those are going to be tough games coming up in November in the Six Nations before World Cup, and we need to see what power we on with the rest of them. But anyway, I thought that Pierre Mahoney did really well today, and I did really well. I showed his leadership again in big times, and Ireland were able to see New Zealand out, and we were able to win the game by 23 points to 12. And you could be more happy to be an Irishman. I could be more happy to be an Irishman this morning, and. We move on to the third test next week, to be fair, but at the moment I'm not you could say we could definitely focus on that next week for sure, but I think for the next few days we can just celebrate this big win we've had for the very first time in our history in New Zealand, and you definitely have to take it in right now because you don't get moments like these, and I certainly haven't experienced this before. I know for a fact that my dad never used to experience this, but this is just you gotta take in these moments, and you've got to answer Aaron's call this morning, because we're the Irish, and we have taken over New Zealand, and we will enjoy this win tonight. So big up, thank you everyone for watching this quick match reaction. Make sure next week to catch up for the next post match reaction. Hopefully it's a good one. I'll be live from London on my holiday from it, so let's hope we get the win. But overall I'm really happy this morning, and we will answer Aaron's call this morning.